Leasing. You've probably heard all about it, but how does it work? In this video, I'll break it all down to give you a better understanding of the pros and cons to help you decide if leasing is right for you. Leasing, or personal contract hire, PCH, is a bit like renting a car when you go on holiday. But instead of hiring it for a couple of days or for a week, you commit to a much longer rental, typically between 2 and 4 years. You never own the car, you just have the right to use it in line with certain restrictions. Leasing will always have a set total amount depending on the length of the lease and the number of miles you want to do. But within this, you can choose how much you pay up front, that's your initial payment, and how much you pay monthly. For example, if you want to lease a car for 24 months, you can choose an initial payment that's 3, 6, 9, or 12 times the value of the monthly payment. If the monthly payment happens to be £200, for example, an initial payment of 3 months up front would be 3 times that monthly payment. So you'd pay £600 up front and then 23 payments of £200. This is called a 3+23 deal. That depends on your personal situation. The more money you pay up front, the lower your monthly payments will be. But it doesn't matter whether you pay a higher or lower initial payment or a higher or lower monthly installment. It all adds up to the same amount at the end. Just make sure you choose whatever makes the most financial sense for you. The initial payment is not refundable because it's part of the total fee and is simply a way of helping you to make your monthly payments even lower. This is all dependent on the payment profile you choose. It's worth calculating how many miles you do weekly or monthly and then add these up and then specifying at the point you take out the lease how many miles you think you'll cover every year. It's very important you do this because leases have excess mileage fees where you'll have to pay for every mile you do over the agreed amount. Lease cars are delivered directly to your door or to a place of work. The car is also collected in the same way at the end of the lease. With leases, you'll never legally own the vehicle or the logbook. You're just renting it. At the end of the lease, you'll hand it back. You can get your lease with or without maintenance included. Pick a package without maintenance and you'll be responsible for things like servicing. Maintenance can be added at a cost and can cover you for things like servicing or wear and tear items. Tax is usually covered in the majority of lease deals, but insurance usually is not included. Once your car is delivered to you, you can then go about sourcing insurance yourself and off you go. Once you've come to the end of your lease term, it'll be time to hand the car back. You'll need to arrange collection with the lease provider in advance. It might also be a good idea to make repairs outside of normal wear and tear that might be necessary before you hand it back in order to avoid paying for damage. There are several advantages to leasing. These include a lower initial payment, lower monthly payments, the vehicle is usually covered by a warranty, and you don't have to worry about a car's depreciation. There are some cons too, including you'll never own the car, you'll face penalties for excess mileage, most contracts include fees for terminating early, and you may have to pay more for specific colors or trim levels. So that's my quick guide to leasing. Hopefully you'll now be able to work out whether it suits you. If it does suit you, then make sure you check out some of our amazing lease deals right here on Autotrader UK.